Over the last 3 months, we have watched the rest of the country as the scale of the COVID-19 crisis unfolded, and we've also been an integral part of the response to it in Sheffield by charities and community groups. The scale of that response has been incredible. Our crisis planning began towards the end of February as we explored how to keep our services going at the Circle. We knew there would be a need for communities to step up as statutory bodies couldn't provide for everyone in the city. The voluntary and community sector in Sheffield responded swiftly and effectively to the crisis, working together to provide practical and emotional support to people hardest hit by COVID-19. A map of support was available online by the 20th of March, with the start of the Community Hub network in place at the same time. The community hubs, supported by Voluntary Action Sheffield, helped thousands of people in the city to access help and emergency food, as well as emotional support to combat loneliness and anxiety. And since lockdown, they've worked in tandem with hundreds of mutual aid and neighbourhood groups.
Sagma is part of the sector's hubs model, and our focus is on the African Caribbean community. We've delivered people's shopping and taken vulnerable members of the community for medical appointments when other members of the family are shielding. And Sagma has supported an entirely community-led and financed meal service run out of one of the black-led churches. In terms of delivery, our dedicated team of over 30 personal assistants have consistently worked in people's homes so that not 1 hour of direct support has been lost. And during this period also we've assessed and started support for new clients. I suppose that's truly what being a frontline worker is all about. Loss and bereavement is a journey and it's a process, and therefore Sagma is contributing to the work that will help shape the support key organisations, including ourselves, will offer to those who have experienced loss.
Hi, I'm Fran Belbin from Pitsmore Adventure Playgrounds. We're a children's charity in Bungreave, and during the COVID-19 crisis we've been a community hub. That's meant that we've been trying to support people in our community however they need it. Much of that has been about getting food to people in need. So we supported Bungreave Food Bank to move to a delivery service using our minibus to help them get food out to people so that people didn't have to go and collect when they couldn't get out during COVID-19. We've also been making sure we support the mutual aid groups and have been helping people with getting their shopping done if they can't leave the house. And we've been making sure that we keep a focus on our local children who visit us regularly by making sure we get play packs out to them, craft packs, and giving them things to do inside their house. I think it's been really important that we've had community organisations doing this work because we do have really strong links within our local communities, and particularly with some of the children and families who just haven't been accessing some of the council services, perhaps because they're trying to find help within their own community first, and they're more likely to work with people that they know and trust and have spent time with over the last few years, in our case with children coming to the playground.
Sheffield Flourish is one of the lead voluntary sector community hubs leading on mental health. Understandably, COVID-19 has had a significant impact on people's mental health during lockdown, particularly people who are already struggling. Now we know, of course, that people who previously never had any issues with their mental health are now struggling as well. And sadly, at Sheffield Flourish community, we have lost some people to suicide during the lockdown period. Sheffield Flourish is a blend of digital support and community activity, and we've been able to move a lot of our activity online. The Mental Health Guide is an online directory of services in the city, and we've been able to update 147 organisations with their services that have been available during the lockdown period. We've also run on average 10 Zoom calls a week, which cover things like music, art, quizzes. We've also had coffee chat mornings for people who just want to talk to somebody and don't want to do anything else. We've also designed 100+ art packs, delivered various seeds to people to grow their own vegetables during this period as well. And this also includes packs being sent out to secure mental facilities in Sheffield.
The goodwill and support people have offered each other has been remarkable, and the help within communities has been undeniable. Going forward, people will need that community spirit and practical support more than ever, as we know that even more will fall further into poverty as recession approaches. There is an opportunity for this immediate response to be just the beginning. We need to nurture civic society in Sheffield, recognise the kindness and compassion which makes this city great and develop it further. We need to make sure that what we have achieved in community spirit and resilience is preserved and built upon as we move forward as a city.